If you want to discover the most profitable market timing strategies on the planet, then take a look at the updates to our new Advanced Seasonality Platform. Any links that I talk about are going to be available in the description below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notifications bell as well. Also, make sure you hang around till the very end of this video because I'm going to show you how to get the trading odds on your side. Hey everybody, it's Andy Pancioli here, and I am so excited to present to you the final set of updates on what I believe is the most powerful seasonal trading and analysis platform there is in the world. We've spent a lot of time. Remember, we always try to take things to the next level, and I really do think we've done it this time. So let me show you all the features, and I'm sure you'll be very excited about what we are able to do with this. So first of all, go to the Market Timing Report members area, and within here you will find the Advanced Seasonality Platform right here. Click on that and it brings up the dashboard. This is the calendar. So here we are looking at some of the highest probability trades that we're going to see for the month of July. And what we can do here is there's the full calendar. If we wanted to see what was happening on, say, the 11th of June, we'd look over here. And these are the different trades, as I say. We'll go into this in more detail. And over here, we can see the markets that are the most highly correlated, that these are the markets that are doing the best. And I'll come back to how we're looking at these things in a moment. And these are the ones that have performed the best recently. So this is what's coming up. This is what's been working well. So in this case, with everything thrown in here, Monster has had 100% success rate with the 4 patterns, and the annualized percentage gains have been 40% on those. So this is a really great place to start. But first of all, let me tell you what exactly we're doing here. Well, there are 3 different types of seasonality platform we look at. And basically, we look at the seasonality through the entire data set. We also look at the last 20 years, and then we look at the different presidential pattern or election pattern 4-year cycles. And with that in mind, well, one of the questions you can ask is, what markets do you cover? Well, let's have a look. We cover everything that's in the market timing report. These are filters, by the way, as well. We look at some cryptos. We look at the major FXs. So in terms of cryptos, here we go. If you click there, you can see we've got Bitcoin and Ethereum there. In terms of the market timing report, we've got the usual suspects there. And as we go down here, major FX, crosses, indices, the US sectors. So we've added a lot more stuff since we last spoke to yourselves. The US stocks, UK stocks, Australian stocks. So these are the main stocks in each of these. Asian stocks as well, Canadian stocks, European stocks, and Indian stocks. And so the Indian ones, and the Australian ones, a lot of you have asked for those, and we put the main ones in there. We've got the financials, the energies, the metals, the grains, the softs, and the meat. So they're all in there like that. So we've got everything. When we have nothing selected here, that's going to bring up everything together in on the platform like that. And in fact, wherever there's an arrow, you can click on that. And as I mentioned earlier, this explains how the seasonal planner or the calendar works. And as I say, we've got 3 color codings. Orange, anything with an orange dot is a 20-year pattern. Blue is the all-time history, and purple is the election pattern. So that's like a 4-year pattern. So we look at these, and that gives us an even deeper analysis of capability when we compare these against themselves. Now, here's the new features that are added in. And what we can see here, we've got things called patterns. Well, patterns is all an optimal. Well, we decided we were generating so much. So if you just want to look at what's really going to work, then all you need to do is click on optimal, and it filters these to the highest probability, most likely to statistically repeat trades. Remember, you've always got to manage your risk. There is a disclaimer on this. This is an educational thing, and you've got to apply your own trading system and risk management to it. But this now has filtered this down to some of the highest probability trades that we see. Then this is the new feature, and this is about styles. And now, instead of just having trading where we looked at trades that were just a few days, maybe up to 12 days, 14 days, now we're looking at the option of doing an investing option as well for a longer term trade. Now, I'm going to be totally open with you. You must understand this is only going to work with the stocks. It only works with the stocks. We can't do it with the other instruments. So this is just working here with the stocks themselves. And next up, what we can do here is we can select which ones we want. So for example, we might just want to look at the majors, and we might want to look at the crosses. And now we can see the really high probability trades coming up. We think, well, actually, we might also want to look at, say, the indices as well. And now we've got a whole series of, these are the more heavyweight plays, as it were. And we've got a calendar that's populated. So now we've got the highest probability trades for, say, the crosses, the majors, and the indices. And you can see the different colors. And as I just to reiterate, the 20-year patterns are shown in orange, all-time patterns are shown in blue, and the purple shows the election setup there. So let's pick one of these and let's do the following. So we'll go back to here to the 1st of July. There's a trade there. It's an orange trade. It's a 20-year pattern. It's got a 90% success rate historically. Remember, just because it worked in the past, it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work again. And here it is. This is the trade. This is the trade here. You can click on that trade. It's on the S&P 500. It's on the E-minis. You can click on that. And effectively what we see that if we were to enter the trade, so we can just move down to here, we can see entering the trade on the 1st of July and it ends on the 18th of July. So here, that's that point, the 1st, there's the 18th, and it has a 90% probability of working. So if we look at this historically, over the last 20 years, it's had 18 wins, 2 losses. And as we move down here, the average gain has been 3%. The average loss has been 1.8. So that's not too bad odds. And the average profit has been 5.5%. And the maximum loss has been 2.1. That's pretty good. So you can see there. And if you annualize this return, and again, if you wonder what that's all about, you just click anywhere where there's a little question mark. You can click there. And same here with this win rate, you can click there, it explains how these things work. So this is not too bad at all. And you can see, I'm filming this on the 9th, the 10th, so you can see this is what the market's done so far. So there we go, we'd have got in here, and of course, at this moment in time, it's up. But this shows the 20-year pattern there. So as I say, that's that there. Those are the key dates. As I say, if we click on those or just hold it there, you can see the 1st through to the 17th. That as we go down, as we look at this trade down here, what we can see is here are all here's the data over the last 20 years, and you can see basically it failed in 2008 and it failed in 2006, but it has done pretty well ever since. It's been profitable. 2021, 0.6% return, but all the way back there in 2020, 5.5% return. So that is not bad. Now, of course, as I say, this is educational. You've got to apply this to your own trading system just to manage the risk, but this is really getting the odds on your side. So that's that trade there. Now, if I click on here again, you'll see the other really high probability trades come back up here, and the next one that's showing is this one here. So you can click on that, and that shows us that between the dates of the 27th of October and the 11th of November, over the last 20 years, this trade has worked 85% of the time, delivering annualized returns of 39%. So that's not bad at all. And again, there's the statistics down here as well. You can see again the total returns and maximum drawdown. In this case, 8.8 max drawdown versus total return of 36%. So that's almost a 4-to-1. It's about getting the odds in your favor there. Now, we can toggle the different patterns on from here, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, all years, and the current year, like that. Now, here's something else we can do. Let's just take the current year off like that by clicking there. And let's say we're thinking, well, actually, that looks like quite a nice long move there. What happens if we go from this point here to, say, this point? So what you can do is let's go to this point here. Hold down on the left key of your mouse and take it all the way up to that point there. Let go, and it tells us that then over the last 20 years, going long from here to here has worked 80% of the time, delivering annualized returns of 21%. And of course, you've got that all showing down here again. So 2018, not so successful, but everything since then has worked as it has here. So there's just you can see the whole probability set up there. So 80%, you know, that's 4-to-1 averages there. To get rid of that, you just click on there like that, and it returns the key trades. Now, As I mentioned before, we've brought this new idea in of looking at the difference between trading and investing. These are the two options there. It's in the styles window, as it were. And basically, you can have both trading and investing, or you can select either. What's the difference? Well, first of all, the first most important point to stress, as I've said already, it only works with the stocks. We can only get it to work with the stocks, but it works incredibly well. So trading gives us the shorter term plays, and investing gives us the longer term plays. So some of you, I know, and a lot of you followers of the market timing report, follow the market timing report. You take the market timing report because it's monthly. You don't have to be worried too much. You can make a plan after you've read it. We'll have to release it every month. And all this stuff works really well, you know, with all the dates in the report for those instruments. But the idea is that if we just select trading like that, this filters through the highest probability stocks for the shorter term plays. So let's have a look here at, say, Amazon like that. And what we can see here, there are 1, 2, 3 shorter term trades. And as ever, we could click on this and we can see that this trade here, starting on the 1st of July, ending on the 18th of July, tends to work 80% of the time, delivering annualized returns of 104%. Now I've just returned back to here. That's the trading option. Now, what if I now do this and go to investing, you'll see that that trade's now disappeared. And these are the longer term trades. So, for example, let's pick another trade here. So say we want to look at, say, Berkshire Hathaway B. Now, this is giving us the longer plays. Can you see how these bars are much longer? They are really exciting opportunities. So if we click on this and we look at this, then we find that over the last 20 years, going long Berkshire Hathaway there, on the 30th of June and coming out on the 18th of August has worked 80% of the time, delivering annualized returns of 33%. So of course, the longer you're in, the returns are going to actually be a bit less, but they are easier plays. And in this case, yes, we might have got in there and it's actually gone down. So you have to remember to manage your risk. This is a really important point. But let's see how it all fares as we head over here. As I say, click back on here, and those are your trades there. This is the next option. This one works there, starting there on the 14th of October, coming out on the 1st December. Again, 80% accurate, delivering returns of 32%. So you can see the returns can be a bit lower. But again, you can see which years it's worked. You can see all the data down there. And I think it's a really useful tool. And for those of you who are more investors, this gives you the opportunity to capitalize on the biggest moves in some of the biggest stocks. So just to confirm there, these are your opportunities here. As I say, only works with the stocks. And here we've got investing. Here we've got trading like that. And you can see how they change there. And here we've got all, which brings everything up. So that gives you the best of both worlds. So, if you're feeling like trading a bit more. And remember, you've got to apply your trading system and manage your risk with all this stuff. So that's a quick overview of that. Now, just taking a deeper dive into this. As I say, the 20 best performers, again, you can click there. It tells you exactly what it's about. So Monster here is at the top of this list here. And basically what it's saying there, that the last 4 patterns, which went back into last year as well, have worked incredibly well. And if we go back to the dashboard there, the last 4 trades have delivered returns, profits on each occasion, delivering annualized returns of 40%. So then, this is something else I want to show you. For example, here, these are the most highly correlated. So these are the patterns. These are the stocks that are following their patterns. You have to think carefully about that, because remember, the pattern's just there. So Intuit is following its post-election pattern most accurately by 95%. So we can click on that, and that immediately brings up the post-election pattern. Now remember, that's 28 years. Well, post-election, there's 4 years, so that you have to divide that 28 by 7. So it's looking at 7 patterns. But again, you can see that's worked, and of course that's the most highly correlated. It's very accurately following this seasonality profile here. For those of you using TradingView, you can click on that and it will take these dates into the TradingView app. So that's the overview here. For those of you who are new, there's plenty here, as you can see. literally you can hit the dashboard. Oh, let me show you a few other things. So as I said, you can select all the things, you can just select individual things, and as I say, we can look in here and hone these down. And the same thing is, say you're just looking at Australian stocks. Well, here's your best performing Australian stocks here, and this is a really good example. PME, forgive me, I haven't traded Australian stocks, but it is 90% correlated with a 20-year pattern. It's 90% correlated with all the years. This is a really high probability setup, so you can click on that. There is Pro Medicus, and you can see the forthcoming trades with the highest probabilities there. But of course, there are other opportunities there before that. And there you go. There's Pro Medicus, and that says 14th August to 29th August there. It's worked 83% of the time, delivering returns of 188% annualized. That's pretty good. So you can see all these different patterns are working there. For those of you who are new, you can see how powerful this is. All you got to do is go to the dashboard. That shows you every trade for every day. And you can go into the future, you can look behind, and basically you can see what to look at. It's all done for you. Down here is a secret heat map. I'm going to blur that out because you've only got to see it once, and it's worth a fortune, that one. And you can see, so as I say, the first thing I do now is just go straight to optimal, gets rid of all the fluff, and you're straight in with the highest probability setups. And then depending on what you want to look at, you just select them all in here, and you've got a great set of trades there. A really great set. As I say, of course, disclaimer, you've got to have your trading system in place. You've got to know how to manage the risk, because they don't always work. But remember, everything we do at the Market Timing Report is about getting the odds on your side. So that's the end of this video here. As I said, I'm going to do an advanced video because the advanced features really are off the charts. You can get access to the potential AI-derived paths of where a market might head. And we'll show you exactly how you can do that. It's generated for you automatically. It's just a click of one button. It's really incredible. It helps get the odds on your side. Remember, nothing's perfect. We're always looking at incremental gains. But not only do we got that, so you get the ability to do an AI forecast on pretty much most instruments within this. There are also some other things for the more advanced seasonal traders where you might want to look at a scenario where seasonality has deviated and what it might do now if it's moving away. So there's some tremendous stuff there. So that's all there. Just see these as bonuses added to this incredibly advanced seasonal platform. As I say, we brought AI in. This is tremendous cutting edge stuff. So as I say, that video is available. The second video is only available to those of you at least try this out. Try it out, and I know you'll like it. So we've got a lot of people loving it already. And that was before we brought these very latest features in. Get on board with this. At this moment in time, we're going to include all the things you've seen. We're not adding an extra price rise on for that just yet, but we will be soon. So you can get in on all this and just click on the link below for full details on how to do this. And of course, if you're subscribing to this, you also get a better deal on the Market Timing Report. So as I say, just click on the link below, get on board, and we're going to be throwing everything in at this moment in time that we're recording this July the 10th, 2025. There will be charges for the additional things, but if you join up now, you can have the whole lot. Right, so click on the link. We'll see you on board. Don't forget, all the risk is on me. There is a 14-day money-back guarantee for anybody that's not tried it before. No questions asked. So there you go. What have you got to lose? Nothing at all.